sides to every story. My name is Casey. Tonight we're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and we are working our way through Vecna's Eve of Ruin. The party has made their way to Eberron, the Mournlands, near Mount Ironrot, and they have discovered that the land is a bit twisted by magic. Distance, direction, a bit vague at best. They've been wandering about. They've encountered massive robotic creatures called colossi, hundreds of feet tall, collapsed and ruined. They've noticed that a group of warforged have been harvesting internal pieces from the colossi, known as docents. These are the guidance or the wayfinding units from these creations. They've been storing them in a town known as Ialos, where there's a windmill and a bit of a storehouse. The party was welcomed into the town by the leader, I suppose, of the warforged, a warforged named Mercy, who provided them a place to rest in the cellar of the windmill amongst the deceased warforged. They stayed there for a time. They then left to look about and encountered a group of soldiers, mercenaries, led by an orc, Caliph, who is trying to find money or goods to sell for money so that they can survive once they leave the Mournlands. Caliph indicated an interest in the docents that Mercy and the monastic warforged had been collecting. As the party was traveling between the two, they were set upon by a band of warforged in the employ of the Lord of Blades, who absolutely tore into at least one of the party members, but were defeated. And I think that's the very, very, very short form recap of what we did. Now, one of our players was playing rear guard for most of this, so did not have the full field to it. So what I'd like to do is turn it back over to the players at this point to review what they might feel about the different groups, what they might be looking to do, because I believe we figured out that the piece of the rod that they have, which is trying to lead them to the next part, cannot get a fix here in the Mournlands. But with the aid of a docent, that should be enough to allow navigation even in this twisted magic. As Telovere is a occasionally teleporting spellcaster, we would have discovered that any teleportation in the area will bring you back to this large oval mirror on the southern end of the area. It's not random. You always end up here. And I think that is about enough. So, questions, comments, memories, what do we got going on?
So we were.
I was
Go
gonna say,
ahead.
that was a very helpful and insightful recap. I appreciate it.
And I think to kind of put us back where we were in the last moments after reviving Las-Dal, as we continue to try and make our way back to Yalos, I think Fortune would kind of raise the point again. What are we going to do if? I mean, I'm not okay with taking their Dorsens docents by force, but perhaps there's a way we can kind of negotiate this.
I think there's a compromise here where letting each know the other's true intent might be the best option.
And I was wondering, and maybe one of you has an idea, but perhaps there's a way we can bargain the discovery or finding of an active docent to kind of benefit all of our more friendly parties, of course, excluding the ones who viciously cut up Las-Dal.
Yeah, fuck the Lord of Blades. You're not
Fair.
going to
Not a
him.
fan. Not a fan of his. That. Oh.
He just said, yeah. Las-Dal, you're at. Oh no, I healed you.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
healed me.
But
So that was that's the worst beating I've taken, and I've taken a few hits.
You
Yeah,
get
you were
used to it after a while.
You're starting to look like sashimi.
You were worse than when you were
felt
inside
like-
that beast.
I felt like Telovere when we first met up with the cult.
I feel like that's a very apt description. Also, I'm sorry. I feel like I have been like mentally gone for like a week or two. I don't know why.
Well, if you weren't paying attention, it's really easy to miss. They beat the ever living crap out of me in a couple of seconds flat.
Yeah, they were like maybe 30 like not even 30 seconds.
I think it was 6, maybe 12.
But it was like 20 max.
Okay, so nothing new. Oh, very good, very good.
No, you if you blinked or you were playing around with Telovere or Minivere, yeah, you would have missed it.
I think I was mostly staring at the Librum of Souls and Flesh as it whispered dark secrets into my head. I can't remember any of them though, but I'm sure there won't be any long-term consequences to my sanity from listening to the undead horrors that lay within those hallowed tomes.
I
It's-
definitely
Oh,
saw
the-
Miniver and Teletar with the double Dutch ropes and you inside reading at the same time.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's a way of concentration.
excellent.
Anyway, because I've been so tuned out, if you will, from the stream of consciousness that I have been invested in for so long, why can't we just steal things and make the problem very easy to solve?
If we steal from those that gave us rest, they'll hunt us.
Okay, what if we temporarily borrow without permission on a basis of return that would need to be discussed after the accomplishment of our goals?
Possibly. I'm uncomfortable with anyone who we are in a foreign world offered us home and essentially kind of a safety in traveling as a pack when they had no reason to. I would prefer to avoid that in all cases. That's not a kindness that even a lot of uh you know mortal give to others.
We know we have one enemy. We have one ally. Do you want to make two enemies on both sides?
Well, at this point, knowing our line of destructive behaviors in the past, it won't be long before we have 3 of them, I assume.
That is true. But that's why I'm thinking perhaps we can use the kind of the potential benefit of us finding an active docent.
Well-
Surely they can find guidance and a lightning rail can be built at the same time.
Oh, we could ask them if they have any uses of docents that are not active. If they don't, then we could take them off of their hands for maybe nothing or maybe doing something for them.
So do the Mercy and his people, do they have more than just docents? Or do they have other stuff as well? That could be of value.
Give me a quick insight check.
Oh man.
So they had mentioned that they were gathering things that would give them meaning and show them the way. They didn't ever say they were only gathering docents. You did see that they had a storehouse where they were putting these things, but none of you have been in that location yet.
Okay.
You've seen that they were gathering deceased or destroyed warforged and sort of setting them up as in a place of rest. They may have other stuff.
Yeah, I think it's I think diplomacy is better than just stealing in this instance.
Probably. But have we even asked them if we could just borrow one to find what we need and bring it back to them?
That's
Well, none
what
of their
I was-
docents are working, right? None of them are.
No one has a working docent.
Yeah.
That's what everyone is trying to find.
Ah, okay, all right.
yeah.
But yeah, we were going to go ask them what their how they felt. I just want us to prepare our plan should they absolutely refuse and perhaps even like want us gone for even asking.
Perhaps they would take the parts of these other warforged we have defeated as replacement parts for themselves. Or perhaps these corpses could give them some meaning.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a thing that might give away a little bit of the game, but I want to make sure I didn't say something wrong. They have said that none of the docents have helped them to find the way. They've never said there's no working docents.
Oh.
Well, we need a
all
working one.
probably just no. Yeah, we need a working one, but we all made the assumption that it didn't show them the way. They were not working.
Yep.
So I want to make sure because I don't remember 100%. It's been 2 weeks. I might have slipped up saying that, but out on the OOC side, that was
We
not
made an
stated that
assumption.
way.
Yeah, I think that was an assumption made.
Fair.
I made that assumption.
If it is an assumption, you may continue to operate under that assumption. But in what almost feels like a random length of time, you end up on the outskirts of Aeolus once more. A large metallic windmill rises up, the town in ruins around it. A singular statue standing on a pedestal. There are warforged moving about. It looks as though there's only 5 or 6 of them in the town at the moment. As you all approach,
Are any of these mercy? Or are these other?
you would not see mercy at the moment.
Okay.
Recognizable by their color scheme, which is
Are these
escaping me
good
at the
ones?
moment. What's that?
These are good ones.
How would you know?
Las-Dal will go up.
Well, they're
Excuse
not
me, have you
silver.
seen have
They're
you seen
not silver like the other.
lately?
They look at you for a few moments. Mercy is out searching for guidance.
Is there a representative for your group?
Mercy.
Do you know which way Mercy went?
And they gesture out towards the east, where in the distance you can see kind of the broken mass of another colossi.
Do you know when he's going to return?
Mercy should return within the day.
Guess Loktar just flump down the corpses of the warforged that we slayed.
As you kind of set those down, The five sort of gather around you, and they look at the warforged, and they look to you, and they look at the warforged, and they look to you. What is the meaning?
Spare parts.
Vecna, perhaps be a smidgen more respectful.
We know that you have properly stored fallen warforged and when we stayed here. We were wondering if you give that same respect to an enemy. Or do you recognize them as fellow warforged after they have fallen?
And Las-Dal right now is talking to them with a whole bunch of new scars and cuts and stuff all over his body as well. So.
Barely being held together. He looks like what's his name? Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
So, as you sort of pose the question and they're like studying you, do we recognize them and respect the fallen? And then they're just staring at you. There's no expression, there's nothing to read.
Or have anything else you want to do with them? They ambushed us, and we don't really want to carry them around and just leave them out to be retrieved. So
Yeah, I can't use an arm blade.
Are the ones we're talking to in perfect working order, or do they have any maybe like broken limbs or anything like that?
They seem to be intact. So they study
guess
you just
I'll-
good.
You just point to some of the parts on the ones that we brought that are in better shape. You know, if they have a good arm that we didn't break or cut, you know, just point at it.
Oh, I beat the shit out of these.
They're a little busted
I'm
up,
sure
but
they have some good parts.
and as they're sort of like looking at you and you're like, parts. Like, do you think warforged are interchangeable?
Can you not be repaired?
We heal. We are
Oh.
alive.
Will these heal?
These are dead.
Okay, that's what I thought.
To be fair, I don't know that I've ever really interacted with or even met Warforged from our plane. So I apologize if we were wrong on that. If we read the situation there.
We will respect them and put them to rest.
Thank you.
And they'll go over and gather up, and you'll see them take them down into the bottom of the windmills. Should any of you go down, you'll see them putting them, kind of standing at rest, head down, up against the wall.
Do they have any like chants they do? Like, do they all just start making like the old dial-up tone sound as they cry out?
11001.
No, they don't. They're somewhat solemn about it. But if anything, I mean, if you're trying to like eye up what they're doing, while they've got sort of like monastic robes on, they're still moving with a military type of precision. And as they move, you see they too have arm blades. They too have spring-loaded weapons. It's covered under a light robe, but they are machines of war.
They were forged for it.
It's in the name. Are we doing anything other than hanging out for the next couple of hours waiting for Mercy to come back?
Las-Dal, do you just want to ask them?
Oh,
Have they told us not to go inside the tent or whatever?
So
Yes.
you are aware that over here, this sort of square building to the left of the windmill, probably where the grain would have been stored, is where the storeroom is.
Okay. I don't want to fight these, so I don't think we should break in.
Yeah, we should wait on Mercy.
I say we wait on Mercy. I think if we explain that that like mercenary group just wants something of value so that they can get food and to actually just take care of themselves, and because these warforged want to live, and I think if we explain, hey, these guys also just want to live, it might be a different story.
Yeah, plus even if Mercy is late coming back, I mean, I think I'd rather rest a day before we head out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure you definitely want to.
Yeah, we gotta
I'd
take
appreciate it.
take your stitches out.
All right.
No.
If you want me
No.
to, I can do some work on my own.
Oh,
No,
more!
no. I'm good.
So
Sure, I could give you some lovely new appendages.
My
in
appendages are just fine as they are.
keeping the same
I think-
appendage count, uh, you are able to see that after some time passes, during which you may, if you wish, take the benefits of a long rest, the group of monks that Mercy is leading is returning. They're not carrying anything obvious, big, no grandfather clock over their shoulder or anything like that. And as they approach, they can see you. They don't speed up, they don't slow down. There's no real sign of hesitation as they
Actually,
sight you there. Good.
Before Mercy gets here, would I be able to do something?
Sure.
I wanted to cast Mislead.
Cast Mislead.
Yep.
Okay.
Why?
So it looks like I am still sitting in the place I've been sitting the entire time.
Okay.
My invisible body is walking around to check out that closet.
Sure. Give me a quick stealth check. I'm pretty sure you can't roll to fail, but let's at least see what the number is.
Because I definitely have advantage on that since I'm.
Is this something you waited for Mercy to return to do this, or is
No,
this
I'm doing this before we start the long rest.
Sure.
Ah,
Because this is a decent level spell. This is a 5th level spell.
Not a problem. And a 23 on the stealth. So the storeroom contains curiosities and trinkets. What you see in there: reasonably clean and intact tapestries, sculptures, oil paintings from the Fall of Seer. You would estimate easily 800 gold pieces just for the materials. But as these are from the fallen town, probably in the thousands if they were sold to an appropriate collector. You also see a half dozen metal orbs lined on one shelf. Those appear to be the docents. Without handling them and attempting to make them work, I don't think you'd be able to tell working versus not. But each one's a small metal sphere with a number of dragon shards set into it.
Okay.
What is your passive perception?
20.
Thanks.
1 second. 21.
Yep. You also notice there is an iron ring etched with angelic feathers hanging from a silver chain on the wall.
Okay.
So, tapestries, sculptures, oil paintings, all sort of nicely arranged. The docents, and then a silver chain with an iron ring with angelic feathers on it.
Don't you dare take it.
I'm not taking anything because these guys.
You know they're
have-
going to be like, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
I think these guys have good memories, and also I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to steal anything.
You
I
got
just
it.
wanted to get an idea of what's here.
All right.
And then I'm
Idea
gonna go
provided, and then you come on back. Settle yourself back in with your double, and maybe everybody just sees like a little bit of a double image for a second. Any
Have a nice
information share?
trip.
This is just a chill.
All right. Anything else before Mercy comes back?
You're not going to tell us?
Are we mentally linked?
How long has it been at this point?
So you're heading into a long rest. It's been the better part of a day.
Yeah, so probably hadn't re-upped it
Okay, then
unless
yeah,
someone
no,
prompted me to. But I don't think
you guys
anyone
don't
did.
know nothing then.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, well, when Mercy gets here, I'd like to speak with him.
Sure.
Yeah. And when we see Mercy approaching, I think that will be the time to reactivate the psychic link, anyways.
Sounds good.
So I'll do that when he shows up.
You got it.
All
Psychic
right,
link
so we
goes
can take
back
our
up.
long rest now.
Long rest can be taken.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For 1 hour.
That's all we need to talk to Mercy. We'll be good.
And you weren't here last time, Telovere, but at level 13, we are now all linked. I don't have to leave anyone out anymore.
I do believe I was here for that, so I
I
appreciate
was
you
like,
letting me
no,
know.
he was really excited to do that last time, and then he didn't need to.
I know. I'm sorry, buddy.
And so, Mercy and crew return. Mercy diverts as they get into town to walk over to you all. You've
I'm gonna stand in
returned.
front of the Minotaurs.
The Minotaurs just slowly shuffle to either side, leaving you standing by yourself.
Aww.
That's okay. Mercy, can you speak for a second?
Yes.
Okay. We would like to speak with you. So we've heard that there is a group of mercenaries. Would we say they're mercenaries? Mercenaries that may be giving you guys some trouble.
Yes. They seek to take our docents.
So we spoke to them, and we wanted to let you know that really it's not that they're necessarily after the docents. They're after things that can earn them enough money so that they can buy food and supplies so that they can survive. Do you have anything that we could possibly, give to them that would help get them off of, away from you guys, and would help, keep them alive and doing the jobs they're getting paid to do?
Give me a persuasion check. That's a pretty good persuasion check.
I got a plus 14, baby.
It takes a little bit more, and the back and forth is maybe a little bit of confusion on the side of Mercy and the Warforged as to the value of the art pieces that they've gathered. versus the value of food, the value of life. But they eventually realized that, yes, we do have items that we could part with. They are pleasing, but have not provided the way.
Awesome.
Mercy. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to.
No,
interrupt
go
you
ahead.
there. Mercy, are you familiar with a lightning rail?
I am.
They seem to be looking for also an active docent in order to establish one. I was wondering, is that something that benefits your kind as well to help kind of guide and lead the way? Like if we could help set up a lightning rail through the wastes, perhaps that would benefit everyone, including yourselves and probably unfortunately the Lord of Blades as well.
Are you asking for their opinion, or are you trying to guide their opinion? Are you trying to persuade them that it would be beneficial, or are you just asking, would this be actually beneficial to you?
I think in his kind of inherent nature here, it would be probably a little bit guiding.
Okay.
Maybe not intentionally, but I think it would come across as trying to sway the opinion a little bit.
Okay. Then go ahead and give me a persuasion check as well there.
All right.
Also quite good. Opening lines of communication would be beneficial. Others could provide guidance and safety from the Lord of Blades. What do they offer for taking our docent?
So you do have a working docent as well, not one that's provided you guidance, but that does allow the travel of uh, the wastes.
One still lives.
Kind of psychic link there. Shoot, we didn't ask what they would offer. They just want us to take it, but perhaps we have a way here to bridge some camaraderie. Even problem is they don't view them as living beings. And this is all in the psychic link, just kind of asking the group for thoughts here.
I just imagine he's just staring straight ahead at Mercy, just completely silent.
Well, Fortune definitely is like covering his face and looking down and thinking for too long of a period of time.
I would say others might have that, but you are kind of blank staring at someone who has literally a cast iron face. So it's blank stare to blank stare.
Fortune just goes processing.
Ultimate standoff.
What do y'all think?
What if we what if we get them to agree to leave you guys alone? They'll never come around again. You'll get the respect and distance that you need to keep doing your thing, and they get their food and supplies.
The
To be
docents
fair,
are important. They are to be respected, protected.
We said that there's only one working that we know of.
He said there's one still alive.
Only one left.
Alive.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna need that.
May I step
Oh,
forward for
no.
a moment and to intervene?
Here goes all the hell.
Oh, this is Telovere, by the way. Can I introduce Telovere
Yes,
to
I
him?
apologize. I was in a bit of a mindset for a while.
He just kept teleporting and ended back up at
It's
that.
been a bit of an adventure. I My understanding of this is you view the docent as a source of religious or at least a spiritual connection. Yes. I would like to make sure that I have my facts in order before making any statements.
The docent are the core, the guiding piece of the colossi.
Yes.
They are alive.
So in a way, these colossi were the you could consider the docents to be the animating spark of the colossi. Yes.
Yes,
Well, perhaps, and this could be a symbol of discussion. We could bring the party of adventurers of whom we met here. We could arrange a discussion of sorts, and you could come to an understanding where perhaps members of your order oversee the docent in order to ensure that its sanctity and respect is preserved, also allowing you to connect to the lightning rail network and have a semblance of control over that as you are providing the docent for it. Whereas the adventurers will still get the aforementioned payment that they so desire, but will also avoid the worst of conflict and avoid bloodshed.
that sounds like a reasonable pitch to me. Let's see if we can convey that in a reasonable way. How about a persuasion check?
Let's hope so, guys.
We need to figure out how we
Holy
also
shit.
hold on to it.
I
Hey!
don't know why I rolled. You can ignore the second one. I
Yep.
think it just glitched for me for a second.
We'll take the first one, 26. So yeah, the idea that you have pitched sounds very good. The docents would be respected. The monks would effectively act as caretakers. The mercenaries would have a better escort heading out because they would be accompanied by the monks. So seems like a win-win-win. Well, a win-win. There was one win that I didn't hear how you guys were pulling off yet.
Our win.
Your
Yeah,
win.
We need the docent.
Yes, and in exchange for bringing the mercenaries here and ensuring that no violence occurs on either side, we would like to temporarily borrow, with the promise of respect and complete sanctity of the docent for a small period of time in order to find a piece of a magical artifact, which we would then return the docent to you at the end. That means not only do we get our little, let's call it a finder's fee and association fee, you get your results and they get theirs, and everyone goes home happy.
That sounds like a
Okay,
good way to pitch it. And I will say with the outstanding persuasions that we've had so far, 26, 22, 26, we're not going to need another one. We have locked it in. So things are agreed upon. We can fast forward a little bit to going and notifying the mercenaries. They come in a little bit disbelieving of what you've managed to accomplish here. They're going to be able to take and sell those items, the paintings, the statuary, that sort of thing. They're going to have an escort of warforged to get out of the Mourning lands, and the warforged are going to be bringing a collection of docents along with them. They only need to hang around here for a little bit while you do whatever it is you do. Ferris summary? All right.
Do
Yeah,
not think it could go better than that.
Sounds solid. So, the docents are brought out. They're prepared for travel. They bring you the one that still has a bit of life left to it. You take that and hold it a little bit closer to the rod. As you do so, the pull of the rod resolves itself, and you are given a solid direction for the first time since you've been here. It's indicating a spot further to the north and east than you've explored so far, up into the mountains a little ways, where a massive colossi is half embedded into the mountain range. As you indicate that particular location, Mercy, as well as Calith, give you a little bit of more information, which has escaped me right now. Mercy indicates... Come on, brain, where'd it go?
That's our friend.
Dun, 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 da, 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 dun, 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 da, da, dun, dun, da, dun, da, dun, 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 dun.
Got it.
I enjoyed Nick and his cat both looking up at the ceiling at the same time on the camera.
Well, she was looking up, and I was like, "What is she looking at?"
They do say pets take after their owners.
So
I've never ran out of my house in the middle of the night.
Mercy, in their halting voice, lets you know that they have heard tales of this colossus called Landro. It was not powered by a docent, but by a device called a gray matter engine that was incorporated part of an artifact. Perhaps what you seek. The gray matter engine was said to generate a magical barrier around Landro, making it impossible to enter except where the barrier had already been broken. They had visited in the past and could not enter. Calith lets you know that, yeah, we have heard of a colossi powered by an artifact, but from what I hear, if you remove a piece, the colossus will begin a self-destruct sequence, and there's no way to stop it from detonating in a terrible conflagration.
Okay, we might be able to use that to our advantage if we can all teleport at the same time.
Yes.
Do we have
100%.
the ability for us all to teleport at the same time? I guess. Is there any of us who can't do any teleportation?
I cannot.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
okay.
it would be feasible if I have like a minute of cast time that
Yeah,
I
well,
can get us all
yeah,
out.
you can do your casting, and then we'll grab him and bust out of there.
I mean, that's a feasibility, I suppose.
Good
I was
option
gonna
to
say,
have at
'cause-
least.
Yeah, because like I think most of us can either Misty Step at least, except Loktar, so someone's got a dimension door.
I can dimension door with Loktar. That's not gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
But if we can have one teleporter do it, we get better chance of us all going to the same spot and not somehow.
No matter
the same
what, we
spot.
all go to the same spot.
In theory, I haven't. It was
You wanna
close by
test it
when we
out?
did it.
You wanna test it
I
out
do
right
not
now?
want to test it out.
We got a docent, we can get there. So
All right, so we're going to switch maps here for a moment. Everything should go dark, and then in the bottom left corner of the map, you should see yourselves hanging out, if I've done things semi-properly.
Yep.
Yep.
How do I get the artwork not in my way?
alrighty.
So it is a time traveling here. Even with the direction of the docent, distance and direction is still a bit wibbly-wobbly. Eventually you come upon the mountain range, and you're able to see that there's a jagged cave entrance in the side of a mountain resembling a yawning maw. Warped stalactites droop at odd angles like monstrous fangs. A shallow stream of thin, gray liquid dribbles from a hole inside the cave. Darkness awaits. Up above the mountain range, and stuck into it, out of it, the massive form of the colossi. It doesn't look right the way it is in the mountain. It doesn't seem to have crashed into it. Having had some teleportation shenanigans yourself, you suspect maybe teleportation gone wrong, as it is embedded inside the mountain range.
This is why I do not like to teleport.
Well, how do you think it could get out? Only one way. Teleport.
Unless
Eat
Lokar's sacrificing himself. We're gonna teleport out and he's just gonna like Indiana Jones out of there.
Do not know who this Indiana Jones is.
I have met a man named Jonas in Andayan, but I have never heard of such a weird name like Indiana.
It's old elf.
You
lore.
mean you've never heard of Waterdeep Smith?
I can't say I've heard of him either, to be quite honest with you. I did hear about Joe and his mother,
Who is Joe?
Joe Mama.
Oh,
Whole
Not
nother
the-
level of comedy here.
Not the friendliest mountain I've ever seen.
Let's I'd say let's move in, baby.
Is any preparations we want to do before we start kind of making our way up here? Any spells or
Humans, please gather close to me,
Well, I'm not a human.
what,
that I may
what do you
touch
want
your
me
eye.
to do? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Loktar, what did you just say you want to do?
I wish to touch your eyes and
Could-
bestow
can you-
my God's blessings upon them.
Did that have to be my eyes? Can you touch my eyelids? I'm a little bit finicky with people trying to touch my eyes. With
Yeah, finger to eyeball.
large, hairy fingers like yours.
Just
Yes,
give
the-
him two.
And who knows
The
the
blessing
last
should
time
penetrate your eyelids. Yes, I believe they will.
Oh, thank
Who
you,
knows?
Merkel. Yes, I'll do it.
Yeah. Just straight finger pad on the eye.
Okay, here you go.
So I believe that was dark vision being
Whoops.
passed along.
Yeah, are you
Yeah.
only giving it to 2 people?
3. Well, 4, but we only need 3, right?
I don't have dark vision.
Yeah. No, I know. But I mean, I can give it to 2 at a time, so I spend a spell slot to give it to 4. But I think we only need 3, right? Unless somebody else is around that I don't know
I
about.
got dark vision, so
Yep, I'm good on it.
yeah, I need it. I'll take it.
Okay.
You can touch my eyeball.
Here,
You're a braver man than I, Montgomery.
I'll open it up for you.
You'll try not to get the claw in there.
Yeah. Did you clean under your nails first?
Never.
You
Okay.
still see glitter underneath those
There's
nails.
still- yeah.
there's still a ton of glitter there.
Does that mean
Can-
I have like glitter
I
on
don't-
my eyelids now? Like,
I
Yeah.
don't-
am I just like looking
don't-
fabulous? Just
Telovere, you look fabulous.
Can everybody still
you.
see now that I've taken the torches away?
Yes.
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 Okay, so night vision applied. And anything else that I should know about?
Any spells or anything we should put on ourselves before we?
If this place is going to be like what what it's been like everywhere else, then I think I'm going to cast Bless. Oh, it's only for a minute? Never mind. I'll wait till we get into battle.
Sounds good.
I'm looking at what else I got.
We
And
want to send like 2 of us ahead.
yeah,
Like,
I will
Lothar and I do
definitely.
scouting.
Sure. I would like to be in the front because I can take hits.
Yeah.
So how about this? Anytime there's a corner that we can't see past, we'll let you hide and then look around the corner.
Okay. I'll stay behind you then most of the time.
And then
though,
you
but
can
I'll
tell me if
definitely
I need to run in screaming or not.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay,
we'll
so,
let you know if you need to do that.
Fortune, Loktar, Duren. On the ground
Oh,
in front of you, that little rivulet area, is that
more balsamic vinegar.
more balsamic vinegar. This one's a little bit gray as compared to silvery.
Ooh.
Any
And it's
smell or anything, or is it?
Does it poison me? Did I just get myself poisoned?
it doesn't poison you. Does it smell? It smells a little bit. If anything, it's maybe a little bit sweet and syrupy smelling. Like
Ooh.
it smells like it would taste sweet. As you look towards it, though, it has an odd sort of reflective quality to it. It's just a tiny little stream, so you can't like see yourself in it. But the little bits that you can catch just look distorted in a strange way.
Like
Can
mercury?
Yeah,
Like kind of Mercury-esque.
can I roll anything to get more information? Like, I
Sure.
want to know if it's something we should bottle up or not. What do you want me to roll?
I would say
Yeah.
probably Arcana would be what you're going for at the
Okay.
moment. An Arcana of a 6. So what I think you've probably done there is you've probably, made like a little dam so you can get like a pool built up of it. So, put a piece of equipment down there to sort of check it out. It uh it is oddly reflective. And as you sort of stare at yourself in that reflection, what looks back at you is sort of a twisted version of yourself with a very disinterested look on your face.
So if I put it in a jar, I could have a funhouse mirror in a jar.
That seems like a valid deduction.
I want to put it in a bottle
Okay.
because that seems like cool. I can give that to Illustrio. That'll be a cool magical item for her.
Sounds good. So you
We
crouch
really are
down, you
just
start
absolutely trying to pay her back. Good lords.
Trying
Loktar,
hard.
you are going to hand this back to her, Loktar.
I will try to make her interested in a disinterested Duren picture.
And as you say that and you sort of glance at the jar, you see a very disinterested in this idea Loktar looking back at you.
Except I can't see myself because I'm invisible to my own dark vision.
True. I'm going to say that you're standing close enough to the entryway that maybe is, you can duck one way and then duck the other and disappear to yourself. Interesting. Beyond that, Fortune
jar.
Loktar, you can see. Sorry again.
Seeing Duren grab a giant jar, can I grab a small vial's worth of this metallic substance?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, and as you're gathering it, I mean, it smells. It's a little bit, higher surface tension than water. It's got a sweet smell to it. It would probably be delicious.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Oh,
I
don't have
so-
Duren's level of intelligence for snacky substances.
I really want to put my tongue in it.
Um,
What's What's the worst? Oh, hold on. I'm not poisoned anymore. Let me take that off. I have been poisoned since the astral
Las-Dal.
sea.
It is a very delicious looking fluid.
Yeah, Las-Dal, why don't you roll Arcana and see if you can figure out?
Am I able to?
You could roll Arcana.
Okay. Not an advantage.
Why not?
Wow. That's a 19 on the die.
What is this, Las-Dal?
So you're studying this, and you're looking at it, and like hunger pangs, like you haven't had in a long time. Deep down, and maybe not from the gut. Drinking this would be a fantastic idea. But it's so syrupy sweet, you're like, this is going to have a hell of a kick.
Oh, shit.
I'll say that out loud for Duren to hear.
Okay, I'm just gonna stick my tongue in it real quick. Just enough to get like a little taste.
Yeah, okay, you
I
stick
don't
your...
want to necessarily put my finger in it.
Sure. You just
Yeah, so we're gonna put your tongue in there instead.
lead
instead of
with your
finger.
tongue.
Sure, that's a great idea.
It's
Great
the
idea,
old
no problem with
adage.
that.
Can I get a DC 14 Constitution saving throw from you?
Yes.
20. Okay. You dip your tongue into it, and you can just feel an absolute like whiplash, similar to like maybe like a horseradish kind of kick, but it's not the top of your mouth. It's literally your brain that rocks back from this one.
Like I just did a line of cocaine.
Like it did a line of cocaine, but it was your brain that was trying to escape your skull here.
Whoa!
And as you say "whoa," your mouth just sort of gives like a huh. Everybody else here, though, hears double talk telepathy. You get it on your telepathy channel from the group, and you get it from a broadcast telepathy as Duren's brain just speaks to you and says, "Whoa." And as he laughs, you get like double audio.
Fortune, can you cut him off? I don't like hearing two Durens. It's bad enough with one.
If I cut him off, though. Okay, get out of here, Duren. Shove you out of the voice chat.
I don't know if that was wise.
Duren, you can still hear us, right? Talking in the head, but can he hear us, or can we only hear him?
So Duren has picked up telepathy with a range of 30 feet. But he has lost the ability to speak as his tongue is completely numb.
Oh, wow.
Lucky you.
You'd be great at parties.
Yeah, I'll put you back on the connection when this is passed, but I can't handle the reverberation of your voice in all of our heads.
It will pass when you finish a long rest.
Do I get an idea how good this will last in a beaker or a container?
It'll probably hold up for a while. There's no sign of it degrading, but looking around, you can see that there's a kind of powdery gray residue in the floor in the area that must be this fluid drying out. And where it's sort of trickled to an end, you're at the end of its stream. There's not enough fluid pouring down to really spill out here.
I'm gonna tuck my little potion bottle away.
You got it? As you're kind of finishing up with that set, away to the north and west here, you can see that there are a number of bodies laying about, corpses of recently fallen human soldiers bearing fine weapons and well-oiled armor. They lie scattered around the musty cavern.
I have a question real quick. Does
Mhm.
this mean that I can't cast spells with a verbal component?
You cannot talk. You have lost the ability to speech. Verbal component spells are off the list at the moment.
Wowzers.
So almost every spell.
Anyone with a verbal component.
There's some bodies up here.
Do the bodies seem to? Is it obvious how they died, or is it like do they have wounds, or
Medical check for wounds, investigation check for other things.
let's investigate in general?
So look, sorry, are you walking up to the bodies then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Although
Fortune
you
will go
probably
with you
wouldn't.
here.
I don't think he would think to talk to you about it. Although yeah, he would say, "I mentioned I see bodies," and you would hear his voice trailing off a bit as he says that.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, as Loktar heads into this shadowy area inside the cave, you all lose track of him as your dark vision can no longer track where he is.
So I have a question about that,
Mhm.
which is how, and actually I should probably look this up, how it interacts with Skulker.
What does Skulker do?
So normally you have like disadvantage looking in low light, even with dark vision, or just low light in general, and dark vision gives you low light. But Skulker removes that penalty. What I don't know
Oh,
is if
nice.
that.
I
Guessing
don't.
it doesn't affect this.
I don't think it affects it because he is effectively invisible to dark vision.
Yeah.
But as Loktar moves forward and takes a look around, the bodies show no wounds. They just seem to have fallen over dead. You don't see any obvious wounds on them at all. But you do notice they've got a fairly thick coating of that powdery gray from the rivulets of fluid that's coming through here. So even though they look fresh, they look like no decay, they just stopped breathing a few moments ago. They must have been laying here for quite some time.
Duren, this may not bode well for you. It would seem these men may have been killed by the same substance you dipped your tongue in. How is your breathing? Do you feel okay?
I feel fine.
Well, do let me know if you feel any physiological or psychological changes coming on. This is a remarkable phenomenon.
I'm tripping really good right now.
I feel like that's your normal go-to, however, so that's not really giving me much of a baseline to build on. Anyway, Loktar, does it look like you don't see anything obvious about how they were killed?
I do not. Only the residue of the stream here.
Interesting. I wonder if it's acting as a preservation agent. Because certainly, if the bodies are that fresh, we would have seen them coming up this way. They could not have beaten us here that fast.
Look, I'll stick a spear in one of them.
You're sticking your spear in one of them?
Yeah, just to make sure.
Okay. Just like
Don't call me barbaric.
squish.
Oh no,
This,
he's
this,
definitely barbaric. You're just weird.
the spear goes in. You see
It's bugbear medicine.
I mean, you see a little bit of blood, like what you would expect to come out of a body that had been like an hour dead. So it's not like beating, but there's still some juice in it. Get a little puddle.
If they are preserved quite thoroughly, in and out.
I don't want to know how you know that.
Are you sure that they're not just paralyzed.
That one's definitely dead now.
The thought hadn't occurred to me, but
I'm gonna pull a.
I want to use my telepathy to talk to them and see if they're still alive.
You get no signs of life or thought from them.
If they're alive, they're tripping way too hard. They've seen the answers of the universe at this point.
Now, do they have this dust all over them?
They do. It looks as though so the dust is coating the floors and the walls. It looks as though it's coating them as well.
I think this is something we don't want to be getting all over us.
I'm afraid that we're a little bit past that point.
You see me prestidigitationing myself really quickly.
You prestidigitation yourself. I mean, there's not a lot of it on you. It must have taken a long time to build up that amount, but you can see like where the last little bits of the rivulets are going, it's drying out there, getting a little flaky, and then must have blown around in here in the breeze.
Well, if none of you have any particular, let us say, moral sensibilities, I can always find out how long they've been dead.
Hmm.
I'll just need a little bit of privacy while I do it, unless you prefer to see it happen.
I don't have a problem with you doing your magics on these things here. But Fortune is going to kind of start moving ahead a little bit and just stealthily trying to peek around a bit.
I've watched you perform your magics before.
Sure. As you start to kind of peek around, Fortune, you can see the cave heads off to the east in this direction, while the rivulet of gray liquid heads off to another entryway over there.
Okay. Okay if I peek around, peek around the corner here.
Sure. You take a peek around, you can see the cave continues on. You can see it branches off to the south about here, continues on in that direction. Fortune, you've got a pretty high standing perception, passive perception?
Yeah, 22.
22, okay. From here, you can hear some maybe growling or cursing coming from further down in this direction. It's not close, and it doesn't seem to be directed at you, but you hear a little like...
Someone is having an odd conversation with themselves further down these tunnels somewhere. I don't think they're aware of us, but I can definitely hear someone or something kind of like mumbling or growling to itself. There's two paths I see ahead of me here, and then the river goes further up the other way.
You got it. And just to make sure I'm clear on what's happening with the bodies, what's happening with the bodies?
So I am going to use, because with the Librum of Souls and Flesh, I get Speak with Dead as a spell, just from having that attuned. So I took that as a spell slot because I needed more, utility stuff. So I'm going to cast Speak with Dead on one of the bodies.
Nice.
And I am assuming that it is has a mouth, correct?
It has a mouth.
It does not look undead.
Does not look undead.
And that's it. So I'm going to cast Speak with the Dead on whichever one looks like the fanciest.
Sure. The corpse takes on the semblance of, life and awareness, and waits for your questions.
When did you die? What year specifically?
It gives you the year that you would associate with the day of mourning.
What was your purpose here?
A soldier guarding the mages preparing Landro.
How did you die?
I don't know.
Are there any traps within Landro that I need to be aware of to get to the control center and the gray matter reactor?
No.
I get one more question.
Maybe who their leader was or something, just so if someone's still around, we can.
How many of their number are not present?
Hmm. How many mages were in Landro at the time of your guarding?
He gives you the correct answer, which I am going to say is 12 right now, but I reserve the right to say the adjusted number when I get to that part. I believe it was 12 in a circle was the contingent for Landro.
I got you. Okay, and that's it. That's my 5 questions. So,
And with that, he returns to rest.
so I once I'm done, I kind of dust myself off and I speak through the psychic link. Well, they have no idea how long they've been dead, but apparently they've been dead since the day of mourning. So, I'm not very good with time. According to him, there weren't any traps laid by the mages or soldiers. At least none that he was aware of, as far as I could tell. Let me think what else. No idea how he died. I said that already. And oh yes, there were 12 mages of some sort of power, assuming that they were piloting this thing in tandem, of at least decent strength, as the control group, who actually piloted and or brought Landro into being. So, at the very least, we need to be aware that there were mages here, and if they didn't die, then we possibly could be looking at things that this corpse didn't know after the fact.
Maybe there's the mumblings of a mad mage up this cave here somewhere.
Do any of us know if the day of mourning is now, or was that
Oh,
long ago?
right down now.
I don't know what that is.
Day of Mourning was the day when the Mourned Lands were created, when the city that was here disappeared. Great Magic's nuclear bomb kind of stuff. So entire city disappeared in a moment. That
very,
was
very, very long time ago.
not fantastically long ago, in the 100-year range.
Okay.
I was about to say,
So-
I think it's.
I think it might even be less than that.
I think it's less than that.
It is less than
actually,
that.
I
You
think
know, sorry, it
was-
is. It's closer to 15 to 30 years. Because the mercenaries are ex-soldiers from the land that fell.
I'm gonna double check this exactly because now I'm curious.
Yeah, apologies. My lore just got confused there.
Do you know the current year
You
in
know,
Eberron?
1489, I think.
current
Oh,
year.
Eberron's different, huh?
Yeah,
Eberron is
yeah.
different.
They. Let me see if they actually give me a year here.
Because I know you. I know we had a timeline for Forgotten Sword Coast, all that fun stuff. But I didn't know if they provided a timeline in sync with.
I do not at the moment that I see.
Okay, because the timeline that I'm looking at would be 998 YK. So it would be like 4 years since the Morn lands were created. Like less than a decade.
That is possible. Let's go with that. Let's round up to 5, but yes, it has not been long.
It's feasible that a mage of at least decent power could survive the 5 years or so between the Mournland's creation and now. It would have to be a mage of decent strength or someone from the outside.
Or someone in tune with the Rod of Seven Parts.
Perhaps, but we haven't seen the rod providing any of those benefits to any of the others, have we? I feel
That's
like
true.
if that was the case, we would have seen that affecting the captain and the priests and such that were the dragon, for instance. The dragon was not particularly a good case study, but I didn't see any additional powers from having the rod in close proximity to it.
No, but this one possibly was powering an engine of sorts.
So it wasn't fantastic powers, but the dragon was using the rod to cast augury, which Montgomery then used to help get some direction there. The captain was using their piece of the rod to do some teleportation and gate creation. So
Oh, I was
not
wrong then.
overwhelming powers, but each one did seem to have a little trick to it.
I suppose it's possible, but I'm not sure. There are only a few spells in my mind that would allow someone to survive 5 years out
For
here.
5 years.
Yes, and none of them would be particularly difficult spells for a practiced spellcaster like the ones that would be required for here.
Do we want to go see what it is making that
Oh
noise
God,
then?
what's a 16?
I believe we have no other choice.
16's just a
Well,
number.
we can follow the river if we want as well. We don't have to go that direction.
I would rather go face this thing face to face than have it sneak up behind us and stab us in the back.
Any objections then? Shall we head down the tunnels and
I
try to
say we
identify where on the fork?
Yeah, let's head down the tunnels. I'll be
Montgomery,
right
what do you
behind
think?
We don't want to go back.
you.
I mean, it's an option.
Remember the
if
last
would
time
like...
we walked into a wizard? I mean, it didn't like bode too well for us.
Yes, but this time we're not fighting a dragon. I'm going to go find some wood to knock on here in a moment.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're kind of stuck, right? If
It's
we go
either we
back,
go
let's
in
just
there and deal with it now, or we have to wait and hope for the best that it doesn't come from behind us. And I, for one, would rather go kill this thing if it needs killing.
I see warforged.
You do see warforged.
Oh dear.
Does he see me?
In the northeast corner of the room, down a hallway, you see a dead or comatose warforged stuck in the corner. It's crammed in an odd way. To the south and to the east, from that direction, you continue to hear that odd, grumbling, cursing noise.
And it's
You
not
do.
any. It's not any language we might recognize.
Give me, let's call this one a perception check.
From all of us or anyone in particular?
We'll go Loktar on this one. Is that a nat
That's
one?
a not one.
I don't know if I can guidance, but there's guidance.
So
What is
apparently a
help?
nat one. Nat one's on both, I guess.
So you're trying to piece it out, and you swear there are words in there every once in a while, but it really sounds like whoever's talking is just like like they're running their fingers across their lips as they're trying to talk.
The person to the south is clearly a madman. I suggest I go and end them quietly, and I'll be back in a moment.
Well, before you go, let's wait for 3 of our companions haven't even shown up behind us yet. So don't want to have to go get them and then come get you.
This will be a challenge.
Squeezing through there.
You're gonna have to
Their
do
bones
that.
scraping along the walls.
Yeah, literally just kind of scraping along, just trying to make it through these little like cracks. Just...
You're gonna have to get in their rib cage and power them like a mech.
You know what? I very well may.
And is everybody comfortable with where they are currently standing as Loktar says, I'm going to go down this way?
I want to follow a little behind him.
Okay. All right. So you're all about there. We'll let Las-Dal, when Jason gets back, update where he's standing. But what you're able to see there is you kind of come around the corner. Rickety-looking metal sheets separate the eastern end of this cave from the rest of the complex area. Aggressive growling emanates from behind the sheets.
But it sounds humanoid in
try-
nature, as
Yes.
opposed to like a dog or something.
With a 1, man, I'm not
Yeah,
sure you
okay.
could tell anything from anything at the moment.
I want to. Am I close enough to use telepathy with it?
You can't really see what you would be directing your telepathy at. You just see these
Because I want to like
metal
make him feel like
sheets.
he's going mad.
I mean, if you want to try and
I wanna be
creep
able-
up on it and peek through between the sheets, I would just need a quick stealth check from you.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Stealth.
That part.
Stealth.
Okay. What the heck?
A 14. So, Duren, as you're sort of creeping up, so you would have to get to around here, you kind of reach forward and you try and, peek between these metal sheets. But the moment you touch them, there's like a rusty grinding sound as they start to shift. And you can see a terribly disfigured creature look up and over at you, its eyes kind of locking right in with yours as it looks over and just talks. Its mouth looks all malformed.
There's 3 of them.
And we're going to go ahead and open up our turn order here.
Oh no.
We're going to clear out what we got and ask everybody to click their tokens. Fortune, I'll get you added back on there in a second.
Oh, did I not click it? Sorry.
Nope, yeah, you just beat me to it. There we go.
Oh, I always roll terrible initiative.
Dude, you need to get a frickin' alert feat.
Yeah, but I'd rather have higher stats.
And Las-Dal, are you happy with where you are?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I'm not getting the crap beat out of me immediately, hopeful. So
That
No,
is.
you're behind Minavir and Skeletor.
Yeah.
Minavir and Teletar. You're fine.
Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Ah,
All right. So, Loktar. I don't think you see what the problem is yet, but Duren has just said there's 3 of them. What are you up to?
You've heard me say that.
Yeah, that being the case, I'm sure.
Oh no, sorry, in your brain,
Hustle.
in your mind.
Loktar, this is your god speaking.
I guess he would.
There are 3 of them.
Yeah, hustle to there. I guess I can see one here.
Yeah, when
And,
you go down one, you'll see the
Doesn't look friendly.
Mm-mm.
So I guess.
I don't think he looks friendly.
I guess you just move here, use as long. Oh, now I can see all 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Using that. Then I'm already adjacent to this one, apparently now.
Yes, you are.
Start stabbing him. I
Okay.
suppose. Yeah.
We see an enemy, immediately gets into combat, and I somehow am considered the screw up for successfully negotiating international relations. Okay.
Oh, I assumed advantage. I should have asked first. Advantage, if so, there you go.
For reckless.
Hopefully, there's no light.
No,
No,
for
for
dark
Gloomstalker.
vision. Yes. Hang on 1 second, just make sure. I don't believe they have a light
That's right.
on in there. They do not
Oh,
have
I
a
hit the
light
wrong
on in there.
damage.
So yes, correct. You are invisible. 24 hits, 16 points of damage.
I hit the wrong damage. It should have been. Dang it! Sorry, I messed up on that. Because I did the elemental weapon as opposed to the sneak or the surprise attack.
Okay.
So with 21. There you go, 21.
21. Got it.
And then this. Again.
Uh,
16
16 will hit for
Oh, nice.
24 more points of damage.
Excellent. And then this is the final one right here. With the backswing. Did that add in 2 extra d6? Oh, one extra. There, the end. That's it.
The end. All right. Complicated first round fella.
Yeah, sorry.
Fortune.
I neglected to rage because I wanted to get the bonus action attack as well,
No problem.
which may have been a dumb idea. We'll see.
I think Fortune can kind of see through here. What's my? Oh, it's 30 feet, right? Yeah. Can I bonus action hide on this corner and then try to take an attack with advantage here?
Oh, I don't like
it-
that.
Can
I
you
don't
bonus
like
action
safety.
hide on this corner? Yes. And then can you take an attack of advantage? Yes.
I will give you a stealth roll here.
Can you roll less than an 18? You could, so
No.
it's possible that you fail. So go ahead. You passed on that one.
I actually can't because it defaults to 10, so 25 is the minimum.
Oh, okay. Wow. Never mind. Yep. You attack sneakily. 25's a solid hit.
Oh, where's my... There we go. Ignore that first one.
Bane!
39
Wowzers.
psychic damage to the...
39 psychic damage.
and
They
that
do
is
not have
all I
resistance to psychic.
Thank goodness.
Fortune, as that happens,
Uh-oh.
unbeknownst to the others,
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
The thing that was probably... I thought about holding my action to see if something came from the other direction.
I love the fog of war. How like I can't see the tunnel that I saw before when I was there. Now I'm here and I can't see it. I love that. Yeah.
It is very nice. It'd be a lot nicer if I wasn't the one standing right in front of the other tunnel.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would
Especially
be.
since I can see something at the end of that tunnel and didn't want to say anything because we were too
No,
busy.
you can see that one. That one's a comatose warforged,
Yeah, the
crammed
one
in the
up
corner.
north. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure. I was like, oh
Yep.
no.
Yeah, that's the one that I saw. That I was like, I can see a warforged up there.
Sure can.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Telovere, what are you up to?
Telovere is gonna stand right there. And because he's that stupid, he's putting a Minotaur down that tunnel, and then he's gonna send the other one further down.
Okay.
Let's see, let me. Yeah, the other Minotaur is just gonna move right there, so that's Minivere. And Telovere is gonna stand right there because he trusts his friends and the power of friendship to kill whatever's down there.
Friendship.
Ain't no ship like friendship until it starts sinking, and then he's getting off that ship.
Sounds good. Speaking of things sinking, Duren. Since Loktar cannot currently be seen, you are the recipient of the incoming attacks. The first thing that happens is that the creature stares at you. And then I will need a DC 14 Charisma saving throw.
Is this to be frightened?
It is not.
Okay.
This is the evil eye.
It's not the eyes.
Try me again, bitch.
30.
Wow.
You don't care about that evil eye at all.
You better look somewhere else with that evil eye.
It does follow up with a great club, though, as it picks up
Trying
a
to hit me.
club and
Can't do that
swings
either,
at
no.
you. 12 probably gonna miss.
Yeah, both of them. Well, he would have met my AC if it was the 22.
Ooh,
So.
okay. It's crazy. The other moves up, thinking it's going to push its way through, bumps into Loktar.
Stab him?
Oh yeah, it's entering your range. Yeah, you may stab.
Yeah. Oh.
14 will miss though.
No.
It cannot see you. It will look past. It will see Fortune. Fortune, I need a DC 14 Charisma saving throw from you. Nope, Fortune's away. We'll get that when he gets back. It will... it's going to take a disadvantage swing at what's right in front of it. It can't see you, but it's going to try and hit you. Loktar, disadvantage swing coming at you.
Oh, dang.
21 to hit
Whoa.
Holy crap.
for 27 points of bludgeoning damage, and I don't think you have your rage up yet.
Yeah, you guys will hear. "Urgh."
So sorry about that.
Not a problem. Can I get a charisma saving throw when you get a chance?
Absolutely.
14 or better. A
No.
4 is not 14 or better.
Fortune, he said a 14, not a 4.
I did.
No, this is not Fortune's strong suit.
Wow, we noticed.
You have the curse of the evil eye. Your body deforms.
Yeah.
Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on ability, saving throws, and attacks based on strength or dexterity. You may try a saving throw again when you finish a long rest, but until then, your body has just slumped to deformity. Las-Dal. What do we got?
All right. I hear a lot going on, so I'm gonna greater invisible myself.
Okay.
How tall are these ceilings?
Got about 15 foot in here.
All right, I'm gonna start walking up the side 10 foot,
Sure.
and then That's as far as I can go.
Sounds good.
You do not dash if you were trying to go further.
I greater invisible, which is
Oh, you
my
did. Never mind.
action.
I forget.
Yeah.
Duren.
So I need
Okay, so I can. I can't. I can't get in here. Okay, good. So I want to green flame blade, the one that's right in front of Loktar.
Okay.
Not to be an ass, is that a verbal component for that spell?
It
though?
is not. No, I can
Okay,
only
cool.
booming
Nice.
blade and green flame are not. So we are good there. They're my only things that are not.
It's okay. I'll send one of my Minotaurs up to help you.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's
Holy
actually
crap.
it's 39 to this one in the front,
Okay.
and then it's 6. Right? Let me read this real quick.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's 36 to the one in the front and
Okay.
9 to the one in the back.
Got it. Duren, anything else?
I can't do anything else.
All right. Montgomery, you're seeing flashes of odd light coming up from down that hallway. What are you up to?
I'm gonna take a move. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't see anything, so I guess I'll dash. 5, 10, 15. And there's double movement to get past the Minotaur.
Yes, for at least one square.
That's probably all my movement then. I
Okay.
still can't see anything. That's it.
Sounds good.
Don't worry, you don't want to see it.
That's
You
going
don't
to
want it
bring
to
up
see you.
another of the Fomori-like creatures. We've got. Does you become immune to this? No.
You gonna try me again?
I mean, I kind of want to, but I don't know that you
Come
can
back.
actually fail it. Nah, you can't fail it.
I could.
You
He doesn't
can't
know
fail
that.
it. He doesn't know that, but he sees you over there glowing like the sun.
I'd have to roll it. I'd have to roll a nat 1. So there is a chance I fail it.
We are gonna ask you to roll. Go ahead and roll. Though actually, I don't think you can fail because you've got your +2 for saving throws on there too. But doesn't matter.
Actually, I have +4. Oh shit! Hey, you all have +4 on saving throws around me.
Oh,
Not that it would have. Not that it would have saved you.
wouldn't have saved him there, but
We didn't have
good
any
to
player
know.
rerolls either, I don't think.
No player
No.
rolls in the pot yet. But
Come on,
That's
chat.
we've got a
That's
great
okay.
club
It's
coming
about
for
time one of us
Duren.
got hit.
Duren, great club. 12 to hit, nothing going.
Plink.
Plink.
Dang, why'd that one smack me so hard?
Didn't
You
like
Nobody
you
gotta
very
invest
much.
in some armor, baby.
Back over here, things happen.
I would have been doing even more damage if I would have had my crystal longsword.
If only.
If only I would have gotten a loan.
Is that me?
Decisions were
to talk to
made.
you about the loan, but we ran out of time.
I'm gonna have to go to the single payday loans.
Las-Dal has started those up, and the VIG is 4 points a week.
4 points? Okay. Loktar.
All right. He's gonna grow up big and strong. Rogek, be my strength.
You can't.
Start
Am I just gonna get
bashing
pushed and smushed up against the?
Since he does not have
Just
room,
squeeze it.
he just gets the effects of being big and strong. He still stays the same size.
He gets really long. He gets
Long and
long.
ropey and yeah.
Yeah.
You just probably feel like you're in a car wash with like the fur just going over your armor, like.
Oh God, it's so gross.
Don't like it.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Ooh, baby.
31 points of damage there.
Yeah, extra 2 because I forgot to add that on there, but I will from now on. This
You
one
got
will
it?
have it automatically.
And then a 20 to hit will hit for another 23.
And it's in case it matters, it switched from force to thunder. Now it's
Thunder. Got it. Noisy damage. Loktar, anything else?
No, that's good.
Fortune.
You didn't like the damage that you got from a god?
Oh, it's not one of the choices when I do that elemental thing.
Oh,
I went with the one that was as much like it as I could.
Fortune in his now more hideous form. Just everywhere picture everywhere where there's gray fur just kind of looks more bulbous, and now like the white part looks a little bit the same, but everything else is just. And he takes a really long time trying to steady aim because he literally cannot function that well otherwise. So just like one eye open, the other one kind of partially closed, just by the own skin of his giant deformed face now. So I'll do this as normal attack roll, no
Got it.
advantage.
You're like a basset hound. You got all the skin hanging over your eyes.
Oh. An 18 does hit.
18. All right. And I can't quite tell. I'm going to change my character just so I can see. No one's next to any of them, right?
Duren
They
is
just
on
look
the
like
angle.
Okay, you'll give me that one then.
Yep.
Then I will still have sneak attack because
Yep.
I canceled out the disadvantage. Or 28 psychic damage.
You got it.
And that is everything.
These things are getting uglier.
I don't have any cool options I can do in battle as a rogue.
Mmm.
Who was
I said
saying that
creative
earlier?
It's a
options. I
shame.
said creative options.
It's a shame.
I just burst out of nowhere and do a ton of damage. Not saying that I don't do that.
Just a shame. Speaking of things that are a shame,
Come at me again. Come
Tele-
at me.
Teletar.
Uh-oh.
Teletar, no. He'll make bone
There's a
drop
reason
out
to
of
put Teletar there.
Teletar.
Is Teletar above us or the other?
But he's at the entrance where we came through.
Oh,
A warforged stands up out of the dust.
Yeah.
Blades emerge. It starts to spin its torso. As it does, it slashes with its arm blade at Teletar's form.
oh.
It has advantage on this attack.
Oh.
Once, twice, 3 times.
Nobody die. because
27,
I cannot
23, and 24 to
you.
hit.
Yeah, they all hit.
Arrested.
36 points of damage.
No, I
Oh.
can't speak. I
Yeah,
can't
you can't
speak.
speak. I remember that. Oh yeah, you can't speak.
Nobody die.
Don't speak.
Oh wow! So you can't. Oh, that's crazy.
As opposed to we normally try and die. I'm not sure what that means.
Another emerges beside
Someone's
it.
talking to me. Getting called out here.
Teletar, 3 more coming in. 1, 2, 3.
And those are all with advantage?
All with advantage.
Wow.
They all hit again.
35 more there.
I can't even do anything to help Teletar.
My boy!
Because I'm pretty sure
They're
his AC is
massacring my
pretty
boy!
weak, right?
There's a wha-chonk kind of noise. As another emerges and swings a glaive overhand.
Gee.
Has advantage. 18
that
to hit
hits.
for 16 more.
At least none of it's bludgeoning.
You see Teletar go down.
Oh.
Teletar
That's a
is
lot of
shattered.
damage he just took.
Telovere, you are looking across the shattered remains of Telatar at 3 warforged fully in their glory. Like what you saw in town was them kind of moving around pretending to be people. This is what they are made for. Blades out, crossbow arms, bodies spinning like tops as they lash out. What you doing?
What am I doing?
Mhm.
Boys, I wasn't gonna do this originally because I was gonna save it. I'm casting a 7th level lightning bolt straight down on all of them
Whoa.
Seems
because I
reasonable.
can hit every single one of them if
Okay.
I angle it. So they all need to make a dexterity check of 16.
Dexterity
taking
check
full
of
damage.
16.
Or they're taking half as much damage. My mistake.
Glaive. Crunch.
22.
Saves. Misses.
Rack.
Misses.
Alright.
So both
2 out of
scouts will
3,
take
not
full
bad.
damage, and the glaive will take half.
Somebody whose name you don't know.
Oh.
I can't
And
believe it, Telatar. My boy.
36
Your boy
lightning
got-
damage, you say?
My boy.
Your boy took what Las-Dal took.
My boy.
It at least took
He
Las-Dal 2 rounds.
Yeah, he fulfilled his function.
That's
That
true.
was my boy.
I have a very bad feeling that the person whose name we don't know may be what's her name from before? The one we were asked to find.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a shame
Mercy's
that
Mercy's
person
friend, yeah.
that person whose name you don't know only had 30 hit
I think-
points.
Phil,
Oh,
Well, they saved, didn't they?
They did.
oh yeah.
no. Oh, they did. Oh,
They did.
This mother.
Just barely because they're unconscious. Or sorry,
Oh,
they are.
it's the one that was up top.
Yep, the comatose one did pass. Telovere, any additional action, movement, etc.
Menavir is going to move right there, and he's going to take a swing at the bottom one.
Okay.
Oh, which of the skeletons had the great club, the +2?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was Menavir.
If not, it's laying on the ground so you can pick it up.
If it wasn't Menavir, random. Yeah.
I will roll a d4, and if it's even, it was Telatar. If it's odd, it was Menavir. Is that fair?
Sounds good.
It was Telatar.
But
Okay.
it is on the ground right there.
Yeah, I guess he'll just pick it up and equip it. So
That would
Oh, God.
take a command from you? No. Did they just get one action? I guess they get a free action. Yeah, that's fine. They can pick it up and swing it.
So let me see. That was a +1 or +2 for it?
2.
+2.
+2. Okay. I'm just gonna roll it like it's like a standard attack, and I'm just gonna have to figure out the math here in a second.
Yep. Roll high so we don't have to do
Alright.
math.
That is my hope and dream.
What was
What
that?
was
Do that. I just hit a button.
Oh my god, that's the hardest math I've ever seen.
I know.
Got some
A
bad
16 with a
words wrong.
+2 hits.
Nice. Good to hear. So let's see. Damage on that was, what was it again? Because I'm gonna have to go back through and like actually custom make this guy a stat page.
Uh,
Yeah,
so a great club.
Great club is
1d8, but +2.
1d8
or
+2. Plus strength.
modifier, I guess. Yeah.
A great club is 1d8.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, would you? It seems like it
the
would be like.
mace is better.
Wait a second. That sounds super wrong. Is that
What?
That's
I mean,
right.
Yeah, that's what it says when I look it up.
Yeah, but is
The
that
mall would be
2024 rules or is that 2015 rules?
It doesn't
Oh, I
give
don't
me it's from standard rules.
Oh, is it? Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mall would be your great.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm thinking of
you
malls.
Yeah, that's 2d6.
Maybe I
That's
The
should
Great
have
pretty
Club's
picked it up.
simple.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I shouldn't have picked that up. The Great Axe does a lot more damage.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's what you
you
get
didn't
for
know
not
that.
for leaving
Or
it
no.
up to an empty
What
brain.
happens if he picks them up and holds both in his hands at the same time?
Disadvantage on attack rolls.
Disadvantage.
All right, well I guess it's a 1d8 plus 2, and I'll just pick up the Great Axe next round.
Like
Oh,
this is a
sorry,
bad
man.
idea.
That's gonna be 8 damage total.
Got
On
it.
the plus side, it's more likely to hit, I guess.
Literally
Plus 2.
bonk.
Bonk. Sorry, Telovere, any other activities?
No, that's everything.
All right. That is then going to bring us down to this one, which can only see Duren. Duren,
Remember, baby?
we got a great club coming at you. No eye this time. 1, 2. A 22 to hit.
That hits.
27
exactly-
bludgeoning damage. The second one misses.
It's exactly what it needs.
The one to your southwest, going to take 2 swings at you. 1, 2. Both of those are going to miss. Las-Dal. Invisible and stuck on the wall. What are you doing?
Just looking at the ones that just took out Talatar. None of them look like Mercy's friend.
They do not.
Okay. Then we are going to. I'm going to get up on the ceiling and walk right over Minavir, angle downwards, and I will Thunder Wave
Oh, okay.
at 3rd level. So that's a Constitution saving throw of 18. And that I'll be able to hit all 3 of them with it.
Sounds good. Constitution saving throw. Not one they're particularly good at.
Not the
7
greatest roll-
damage.
Not the greatest rolls for damage. That was 2 1s and a 2 and a 3.
That's rough.
That was rough.
They're prone.
Is it prone or is it knockback? What do they got there?
Hang on 1 second.
I think they get knocked back. Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder Wave knocked back 10 feet.
Pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
Did you, since you did it from above, did you just like push them 10 feet into the ground?
So they've been knocked back 10 feet. Las-Dal, anything else?
That's everything.
Duren.
Okay. So I am.
Oh, actually.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm gonna give Telovere Bardic.
Thank you.
That's it.
Don't cry, buddy.
I'm sorry for Talatar.
Alrighty.
These motherfuckers.
So I am going to do exactly what I just did. And I'm gonna green flame blade this one right in front of me. Did I just miss with a 15?
15 hits.
Ah! That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so then 28 plus 29 to the one right in front of me.
That is the
And-
perfect amount.
That's what I thought. And then 4 to the one, whichever one you gave the 4 to the damage to last time.
This
I
one
think
down
I
here.
said the one above him, but did you do the one behind him?
I did the one behind him, I think.
Cool, then we'll do that one again.
Got it.
And then I'm going to move in here so I can actually see these fuckers.
They seem very happy that you've stepped between them.
Cool. Attack me. And I end my turn because I
got it.
can't do anything else.
Montgomery, what do we
It's a
got?
golden sandwich.
There goes. The Las-Dal's invisible, right?
Las-Dal is
Yes.
invisible and on the roof. Yep.
Fireball. Fireball.
I didn't ask if the room was empty. I said fireball.
I didn't ask what the dimensions were.
I think we know what the the party wants you to do, Ed. What are you doing though?
I actually am going to cast Wall of Force.
Oh,
Very nice.
There's my little stick. Which one is that? Is that this? And I'm gonna put it right across there. I don't know if that showed up.
yep. I see it.
Like
I see where you're going. Right there.
blocking them off.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna leave a gap. 3 inches off the ground. So
Okay.
it's completely blocked off except for the 3 inches. So if they got something that can get under the 3 inches, they can lob stuff at us. If not, next turn they're gonna have stuff coming at them.
Sounds good. You do that thing.
And I hope Las-Dal's on our side of that wall. If you happen to be there, then he could pick either side. I think.
Yeah, he is
happen
he is
to be right
safely on the
there.
correct side.
Okay.
Ed, are you happy where your Montgomery's standing?
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Sounds good. Back down south, one of the Fomorian guards takes a swing at Duren. Duren takes 2 swings at Duren because it doesn't have his evil eye left. 1, 2. Misses on both. Up north. Boing! Bounces back. It looks between the others. And then darts down the hallway here.
Oh shit, it's going down the other side. Where the river.
Loktar, what do we got?
All right. You might have guessed it. I'll keep stabbing this guy right in front of you here.
Okay. .23 is going to hit. Still a big blobby boy.
I guess Duren would just see wounds opening up on this monster in front of him and blood gushing out.
It misses me and then it just bursts open.
Solid hit so far.
Yeah, that's oh, and I get the third one. Yeah, that's right. There, the other end. Man, these things are tough.
They are quite resilient. Loktar, anything else?
Oh, that's good right there.
All right. Fortune.
I think Fortune will probably call out to everyone to just ask, "Does anyone know how to cure this?" He's still talking psychically, so it should be his normal voice, but I think he just forgets that would be unaffected by his vocal cords being deformed.
Fair.
And I will steady
Did
aim
you
throw
touch
another
the
dagger.
stuff too? Did you touch that same stuff Duren did?
It sounds as if you've got something stuck in your inner monologue.
Dost thou?
28's a solid hit.
Is
Duren's beside him,
Duren
so
within
sneak
range?
attack.
I'm within 5 feet of
Yep.
both of them.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Show me 41.
Don't know. Nope.
Nope.
Can't do 41 there. And that's all I got.
All right, up north. These warforged seem to have seen this trick before and know not to try and hang around.
It does show us the numbers, which is surprising.
If you're doing a certain way of clicking, it'll show the numbers. Yeah.
But I
Telovere.
think we all knew what was happening, anyways.
Oh yeah, I mean you can hear them pounding down that hallway.
Clank, clank,
Chink,
clank,
chink, chink,
clank,
chink,
clank,
chink.
clank,
Yep.
clank, clank.
Like it's getting quieter from one side and louder from the other.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Yep.
All right, I
for my-
didn't realize it looped around.
The way it looks, it's hard to tell. So
It is hard to tell, but you hear the echoes now.
now we
Still
know.
not a bad idea, though. Like,
Oh, you
I think,
did a great call right there
yeah.
with the
We don't
information
want-
we have.
For my own metagame knowledge,
Mhm.
do either of you have remove curse? Or-
No.
Okay.
I have it, but I can't talk. So here's the thing: is that as long as we get a long rest and my stuff is good, then I can remove your curse.
So it's
All
remove
right.
curse or greater restoration, but that's without us actually knowing if we know that. Sorry, go ahead, Telovere.
I am going to cast Summon Shadow Spawn at 6th level, and I'm going to put him right there. So that is going to be an approximate 125 health for him. So if you have a token, great. Yeah, that works. And I'll go ahead and change that up real fast.
Yeah, 125. Not bad.
Yeah, it's a little nutty sometimes.
The beefy
An
boy.
AC of 17.
So it's nice to have Bob back. He only
and
was
he
there
is-
once.
And he is going to be in the fear form. No, yes, fear form. That's what it is.
Okay.
So, is this dim or dark? Like, is it dark or dim light?
It is dark in here.
Okay, he is going to hide because that is the ability of the fear mode on it.
Okay.
And that, just for reference, that will happen every single time. It's
Got it.
not an action; it's just a perk of it.
He's always hidden. Check.
So, beyond that, I'm not doing anything else. That's my turn.
Okie dokie. Down below, Duren. 2 great clubs coming at you. These Fomorians believe in themselves.
The 24.
24 for 24, and then the 19 will miss. Las-Dal.
Oh, do I see that warforged slumped in the corner in the back there?
You do.
Does that one look like Mercy's friend, or more
It
like one of the
Does.
monks?
It looks
It
like
does.
Mercy's friend. The coloration matches. I believe it was red and blue.
I'm going to try to do a first level healing word to see if that does anything for it.
You just the Telovere zap it back to life.
A little bit of percussive maintenance will be performed on it later.
You just yelled, "Clear!"
Clear, charge, clear.
You just have
So-
to convince Mercy that it's an upgrade.
No, I'm just
So-
going to tell Mercy that we were attacked and I didn't see him because I'm just a pitiful little human who can't see more than 2 feet in the darkness. What are you talking about? I couldn't see him. I heard metal things and my skeletons got attacked, so I just threw lightning bolts. What can I say?
So if it's not dead,
Hang on, I'm just looking to. It seems to be twitching.
okay.
Okay.
That's all I'm
Okay.
looking for right now.
You got a little twitch out of it.
So
Las-Dal,
that-
anything else?
That's a bonus action.
Yep.
Okay.
So you may want to tell us that you're trying to save this thing and that it looks like our
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, I'll call out saving the one in the corner. Don't wreck back there.
Yeah, and you, Fortune, tell us all that. No, I'm saying I want you to tell it to us. You're muted.
Aw.
Found Mercy's friend there.
And then Las-Dal, anything other than that?
No, I can't cast another spell because I did healing word, so
Okay.
I can't really do much.
Duren,
Actually,
back.
I'm just gonna move here
Sure.
on the ceiling.
Duren, back down to you.
Cool. So I'll go ahead and attack this one on the bottom.
Okay.
Let me see real quick. Okay, so because they are not within 5 feet of each other, I could not use green flame blade on and hit both of them. Correct.
Correct. You could use it for the damage on one, but it would not jump to the other.
Can I have it jump to itself?
No.
That's what the damage does from being 5th level or above.
You could booming blade and then back away.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to take an opportunity. I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go here, booming blade. God, that's so much damage. Okay. So
the good news is I might be able to resolve some of the issue by hitting this button. Boop. 40 more points of damage.
wait,
You
but
drop
it didn't
them.
take 40. It didn't take 40 yet.
14?
It takes
30.
It takes 36.
I think it's still dead.
Okay. And then
As it falls, it gets the boom.
boom, guts everywhere. Cool. I can't do anything else, so I'm just gonna sit here then.
You got it. Montgomery.
So, Telovere, do you see them coming around the other way?
I hear them
No,
coming from the
don't
hole.
look. Don't look with your eyes. Use your third eye.
Third eye blind.
What?
Oh, never mind.
I don't think I have a third eye, do I?
Televere's third eye blind.
Oh, I'm not sure what to do. I guess I'm gonna have to wait, or I could go down south. What do you guys think I should do?
We don't need you down here.
Oh,
I think
I would
holding
love-
a spell for when they come around, like if you have any ideas for a spell to hold for when they come around the corner and start coming, that would be a good
Yeah,
choice.
like get a disintegrate ready or something.
Yeah, I could do that, or I could just put up another wall and make them run around again.
Disintegrate's
keep
already
doing
on there. How many 6th level spells do you have?
How many for which level?
6th level, I think it was for Wall Force.
Oh, that's 5th.
Oh, 5th. Okay.
Oh, he's got tons of them then.
Yeah, I got a few of those.
High level
But-
campaigns are crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, I only got one more. Yeah, I mean, I guess I only got one 6th level spot, but we could
Let's
let me
let's
read
hit them
about
over
this.
here.
It's got to make a dexterity saving throw. And then he would take 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
And 0 if they succeed on it.
Yeah, I think it's a sucker save.
Yep.
That's the only problem with it.
Is there a decent cantrip to hold? This way you don't
Yeah.
burn a spell slot if they take longer running around.
I mean, you always got your fireballs too. They haven't let us down. They've killed a lot of things.
Yeah. Gosh.
I want them to come around that corner.
You can also wait
No,
too.
I
You
hear
can just dodge or just hold off if you're unsure.
They seem to have a lot of hit points. I guess I will hold a let me see how many of those. I will hold a 4th level magic missile. And the first one to come around the corner will get that.
You lit up.
Sounds good.
And I will sit right there.
You hear some clanking noises. Then you hear an odd sort of splashing noise,
Oh no, they're getting high.
but nothing comes around the corner. Loktar.
Ugh.
All right. As you would guess, here comes the invisible spear.
Invisible spear!
How do you imagine thunder damage? When you guys imagine it in your minds, is it like a
It's like
bang of a?
It's like sound waves, is
Like
how
a-
I imagine.
It's kind of hard for me to picture.
It's like the
Uh,
whole cave shaking with force, in like a
Yeah,
kind of
it's
loud
like
room.
if you put like the subwoofer next to the glass.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine.
good hits. Got one more in you?
Oh man, another one's needed. I blessed it. Here comes the back of it then. The back swing.
They are big, fleshy, misshapen bags of hit points. Still got a little more left in the tank.
Good
Damn.
lord. All right.
Fortune.
I'll move up too.
I don't think I can see this
You-
last one without moving.
Did you just move on top of Fortune?
Around and past him. As he feels the fur tickling all over.
Now you can see him.
Yeah, you feel a very clumsy, I guess, brushing past you of fur and also just like knotted muscle.
You look like the guy from the Goonies if he had a bunch of fur.
Yeah. Fortunately, this doesn't give me advantage on the attack, so not really gonna do much. To be honest, I don't think there's any point in me walking that far over. Yeah, if that's okay, I'd like to kind of retcon that
Yep.
and stay behind Duren. Dirty 20.
Maybe. Oh yeah, absolutely hit.
Yeah, and then ignore the sneak attack. So 8 psychic damage.
8 psychic damage. He lives for another fraction of a turn.
We're gonna throw a bonus attack one. Why not?
Oh,
That.
okay.
Okay,
16
I
will
don't know
hit.
why I did all. Okay, none of those are supposed to go off, but that works. For
What
just
happened
the-
here? Oh wait, hang on. That wasn't at disadvantage.
That is a good point.
So if we take the 2 and take the lower, the 8 would miss.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be an 8 though. It'd be 15 because it's missing. It selected my unarmed strike, which is a +3 instead of a +10.
Oh, okay.
So that was awkward. So 15
15 hits
for 8 psychic damage.
for 8 more psychic damage.
Yep.
High levels are complicated. Fortune, anything else
Nope, that's all I got.
from the
It's
northern
still
hallway?
not dead.
Still not dead. From the northern hallway, you hear kunk, 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 and then a splooshing noise. Telovere.
I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna hold my action for. I'm just gonna sit there waiting for them to come around.
Got it. Down
I will
south.
take the dodge action. Let's put it
There
that
you
way.
go. There you go.
Fortune, as you're standing there, looking all messed up, it brings its club up, and then it tries to bring its club down on your head.
Brother, no.
Great club number 1. 16?
16 does not hit.
Ooh.
26 to hit
26 will hit.
for 20 points of damage.
And I will uncanny dodge that to cut it down to 10.
Sounds good. Las-Dal.
All right. I'm gonna move over. I'm up high, Montgomery. I'm gonna move over to here, and I'm gonna hold. We're gonna hold.
Are you visible or still invisible?
Still invisible.
Okay.
I just told you I'm up high. We're gonna hold. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna drop invisibility
Okay.
as I hold firewall for
Okay.
the last one to come into range.
Sounds good. Duren, back down south.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy.
I
Is there a
need
way I can try
12
hiding
points of
that better,
damage to
or
make
that's
this
not
happen.
true?
Oh, I'm gonna set his ass on fire.
27's definitely going to do it. Fomorian guard falls. Duren.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. I'm coming up. I'm done. I'm
Down
gonna
south is clear?
telepathically. I'm gonna telepathically tell everyone. You guys should have seen how awesome I just was.
As Duren
Whoa.
brags, Montgomery, I think you can fire off a magic missile or let it dissolve in your mind. No targets
There's
have
nothing to
appeared.
shoot at, right? So I guess I just lost that spot.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, and it's my turn. I guess I will just sit right there and wait.
Okay.
You know what? I will. I guess it doesn't matter where I go. Duren still is gonna have problems getting through there, isn't he?
Your wall of force is still up, right?
Well, that's an interesting question, right? Because in order to hold the spell, wouldn't I have been concentrating for the readied action?
Yeah.
Does it
So
really?
yeah, I don't know. I'm asking. I really don't know.
If
We'd
Casey
have to
doesn't think
dig.
so, it's no.
I'm going to say
yeah.
no for right now. I'll look back at that one later. I did not know that.
You burn your reaction to hold something.
But it still counts as concentration to hold
Wow.
a spell as a reaction.
Yeah,
it's
I'm pretty
essentially
sure
like
it's concentration. Yeah,
yeah.
but you can only hold it until your next turn.
Yeah, and then
There
it goes
might be
away.
rules for dealing with that though.
It'd be cool if you could maintain concentration beyond that round. If it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some DMs do that, but I think Jeremy Crawford did said something about it that it's ready until your next action, and you're concentrating on it until then.
Yeah,
Huh.
and then it goes.
So
like,
yeah, I'm
pistols,
pretty sure it's
basically.
down.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's down.
Wall of force is down. You can feel the breeze
Okay.
coming through.
Sorry, I asked.
No worries.
No, I'd
Loktar.
already thought about it. I was pretty sure that was what was going to happen. So
I'd forgotten
it's
that
not
rule
like
if
they're
I ever
going to
knew
run
it.
back around. Yeah, it's not like they're gonna run back around. So
I was gonna say they couldn't know at this point anyway. So
yeah.
The lollygaggers are here.
hey,
Hey, Lollygaggers, thanks for swinging by. Playing a little Vecna Eve of Ruin, and the party has just defeated some Fomorian guards and are now chasing after some warforged, or waiting for some warforged to chase after them.
he killed my skeleton minotaur.
They did. Chips of bones laying around.
So
I have
got
a
a wall
question.
fire.
Is the skull still intact?
Give me a D100 and show me 50 or higher.
Okay.
Oh.
At an 88.
Yeah.
We got an intact skull. Loktar,
All right, cool.
activity for you though?
Oh yes. Is that thing still alive down there? I
No.
still
can't
alive
see it
down there.
anymore. It's
Very
gone.
dead.
Good. Now I get to see what's going on up north because I have no idea. Heard a lot of commotion. Do I see any enemies?
You do not. You rush to the north, you can see the remains of Telatar laying on the ground. Skull perfectly intact, but the rib cage just absolutely shredded to chips.
This one looks unwell. Point me to the enemies.
Down
He
the
waits
hall.
for someone to point.
They are coming
There.
down the hall.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can
from
still
this
hear
way.
it moving, right?
Hmm? Which way? Left or right?
They're coming
To the
from the left.
Let's see, right around here. Guess I'll just go right there and be disappointed because he doesn't see anyone to kill.
I move there
no.
and become
he'll-
disappointed.
He'll heal up a little bit and then stand there with the dodge action.
Got it.
Dang, does that mean I'll lose my rage though? Dang it. 'Cause I'm not attacking anybody, huh? Do I need to stab myself in the foot?
Attack that shadow in front of you with a unarmed attack.
Yeah, good luck.
A player boon and reroll has been redeemed. Isaac seems like he
Nice.
wants to be on your team. Players get a reroll in the pot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate y'all.
Thanks,
Oh.
Isaac.
What happens if I throw the spear into the darkness over here and try my luck?
That would be attacking the darkness.
All right, yeah, I'll try that. I'm gonna throw it like right here.
You
right
got
here
it.
With
Hello,
it'd be
darkness,
disadvantaged
my old
because of for
friend.
multiple reasons.
Yep. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Are you gonna reckless? So you can cancel
No.
out the disadvantage?
Reckless in the dark.
There we
So-
go. That was fun.
So you hear just like a little thunder wave as your spear goes over and goes boom on the far side, but anything
Very good.
else?
It'll return to my hand and then I'll regenerate my wounds a little bit, and that's it.
You got it. Fortune.
Tar, that's close to my head. Careful, man.
Apologies.
Fortune, currently under the effect of the evil eye, all misshapen, is just gonna kind of desperately look around their room to see if there's any clues about to what these things were or what's happened to them, because I don't think he would necessarily know
Sure. Give me a
what the curse of the evil eye
quick
is.
investigation for what you can gather here.
I'll tell you, my worst fear is that there's an air duct that 3 robots are about to pop out of.
Could be.
Alien ship.
DM has
second
picked up a
win.
reroll as well.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. A quick look around this room looks like the creatures have been subsisting here for quite some time, probably several years. There's very rudimentary like spaces for a bed, and you can see that they have been smashing and killing rats and other creatures to eat based on the piles that are laying around. They don't seem to have any equipment, goods, or otherwise around them, just 3 monstrous creatures huddled in a corner trying to survive until something happened to them.
There's no signs of any of like the warforged coming in here either. Then.
Correct. No sign.
Okay. Disappointed. He'll kind of make his way back to hanging out behind the group, but I don't really have much I can do at the moment.
Sounds good. Telovere.
Once again, I'm not doing anything until I see them, so I'm just going to take the dodge action again.
You got it.
Call it my turn.
Las-Dal.
Nothing came
Nothing came.
around. Oh, that burned a charge off of the Lear, so alright. You know what? I'm gonna go searching for them. I'm gonna stealth across the ceiling.
Sure. As you go across the ceiling, you can see that the gray stream running across the ground is a little bit wider here. There's a little more flow as it's being absorbed into the ground, but no sign of them. You can see the path bends around back to the north and east.
Telepathically, back to the group. I don't see them, guys. I don't know where they are.
They've over hurried the dirt.
Exactly. We won.
They're hurting early the dirt.
Vulcan.
Oh wait, I could. Sorry, I got in my own head there. Now that I have a moment and I'm talking telepathically, they like to hide in the dirt, is what I was trying to say. So they might just be waiting in ambush as usual for us to cross them.
I understood you perfectly.
I knew you did. That did not go unappreciated. 'Cause I
Duren,
couldn't
anything for
understand
you?
myself.
Yes. I'm just gonna dash, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, going around that way.
Yeah, I wanted to see if they were like hiding out in the middle.
Well, they weren't hiding out in the middle. But back here, pull you back just a little bit.
Would I have ran into one?
No.
I would have gotten attacked.
Trap.
No. Can I have
I stepped on a switch that disables them all.
2 dexterity saving throws? Your DC is 16 on each of them.
Oh no.
The little tripwires that they had the first encounter with them.
Sure did.
So I also have my +4 because of my aura.
All right, so first one you pass. Second one you
So-
pass. So you've passed on both.
I've passed every saving throw you've given me.
Hey, you're doing well.
Don't get cocky.
I was just thinking that.
Just don't give me an intelligence one, please.
Wow, intellect devour.
Nothing
Crazy.
happens.
A mind flare.
That's not funny.
And then you make your way to there.
Don't joke about that. So do
Well,
I like
I wonder what.
do I like trip a wire or anything?
Nope, you just
I just happen to step over
step
it.
over it. You're like, I'm not going to step on that. That would be foolish.
It's those dance moves. Alrighty, I'm done. I can't do anything else.
Sure,
Except sit there
Montgomery.
in silence.
Anything you're doing this combat round?
Well, I guess I'm gonna move forward. Let me. Where's my? I think I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Get the right there. I'll go ahead and dash.
Okay.
20, 25, 30. guess I'll be hugging the wall right there.
All right. As Montgomery moves over to that position, nobody's stepped on any additional trap cards, so we're going to go ahead and come out of turn order for the moment. Free movement, free conversation. What are y'all doing?
I'd like to go up to the friend
Mm-hmm.
and you said that she only had 30 HP, then she lost 15, and then she got 9 back. That puts her at 24.
Pretty close.
If I'm
21
not
out of 30.
mistaken.
Uh,
I'm just going to lay on hands her
Okay.
for the rest, so that's 9.
Okay.
And then I would like to try to talk to her. I know I can't. Can I telepathically talk to a warforged?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say, wake up.
Give me an insight check.
Oh shit.
You probably just need to keep yelling louder at it.
Well, I can't. My head only has one volume.
So,
Which is loud anyway.
which I think sounds like a personal problem to myself.
Okay,
you know?
I would like to tell everyone, like, come help me.
okay.
Can I give her like a few slaps?
I think-
like hey, wake up.
I think
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
more
That
than
is
30
that is
feet away from you,
exactly
though.
that
I
is
have
exactly
the
the right.
telepathic bond too.
Yeah. So basically,
have
there's
Psychic bond.
a warforged that's sort of like locked up, comatose, and you're like yelling at it, shaking it, and occasionally giving it like a little like hey, it's just staying in that sort of comatose, locked up state.
Can someone bring who has the docent?
I forget who's carrying the rod and docent
I
at
don't
this
know if we
point.
decided who was carrying it.
I was carrying the one
Montgomery,
from the
probably.
spider dragon thing. So the first one.
Hmm.
Who grabbed the second one?
I think Las-Dal did.
Okay.
Okay. So I thought Montgomery had the third one, but I'm not sure because I do remember you said someone had it, but I don't know who had the third rod piece. I'll take it if no one else wants it.
Don't we only have 2 so far?
3.
No, we have 3.
The initial one, and then the other 2 we got.
So we were given one to find the dragon one, and then the dragon one led us to the spelljammers.
No, wait,
one.
no, you're
We have
right.
2.
Two right now. You have 2.
We
You're
only have
pursuing
2.
your third.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he said the
Oh
wizards?
no,
had
yeah, you're
that.
right. Never mind. So
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
just
I've
Underdark
got-
and Astral
Yep.
Astral
then yeah,
I've got-
Lost All would have that.
Las-Dal has that second piece, yeah.
Okay. And
Oh.
so
Give the docent. Okay, I'm gonna be like, I'm pulling at straws. So like, someone bring the docent over.
okay.
Rough fluke.
All right, I'll
Fortune
be there in
actually
a
talking out
second.
loud.
I'm actually going to take the route above, and I'm just looking down to see if I see any misplaced dirt
God help me.
as I'm walking across.
So as you get to there, you can see that the gray fluid is dripping down from above, and it looks as though the 3 warforged had pushed their way up against the flow through that gray to a higher area above.
Great.
So I will relay that information as I keep going.
Sounds good.
That's a
And-
relief.
Down on the ground again.
Well, you just flew over here.
Got it. As you do that,
Do I
Ooh.
see anything as I'm stepping
I
down?
need 2 DC 16 dexterity saving throws.
I was gonna say DC what now?
You have
DC
a plus
16.
4.
I got a +8 already, so that's actually pretty good. All right.
That's a pass. Nothing happens. Give me one more.
So is that me or is that Fortune who's got?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Las-Dal. I misread who rolled. Las-Dal, please give me 2 dexterity saving throws. Super good.
+4.
And then
He has
I got
+4.
What's the range on your +4?
Uh,
It's like 20 feet, right?
10 feet.
is right now it is 10 feet.
Oh, 10 feet is not quite enough. So 14 does trigger it.
Well, shit. Should have stayed on the ceiling.
It actually it hits him on the ceiling. It's got detection range big enough for that. 21 points of damage as the warforged tripwire sprinks out at you. You will take that damage and then have the prone condition. So I think you're kind of stuck to the ceiling for a little bit.
Yep. Just sitting on the
Was
ceiling.
it an explosion or like a wire that went across and cut through him, or what?
So it's basically if you think like 2 little darts that shoot out and then like boom, pin them up.
Oh,
That dead guy was a freaking liar.
Or dumb.
Or perhaps he died before these traps were set in place because he can't know what happens afterwards. He is dead after all.
Or I mean, you're not in the
Yeah, he wasn't in the cool kids club who got to go all the way inside.
yeah.
You didn't make it
think-
far enough.
So you all gather around this comatose warforged, or those of you that are there. Duren's attempts, you can tell even as you're just walking up, this is not the correct method for rebooting a warforged. Does anyone else want to try something?
Just calling the name Flick.
Sure. Go ahead, give me a persuasion check.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
She's,
Whoa,
as he says,
You want me to
I
do
go-
it? Oh, I can't talk. Never mind.
you can't talk.
I'll say Mercy sent us to look for you.
Apparently, just getting up in its face with your bloated, misformed, just being like, "Ah!" Just not the right thing to do either.
You,
And then your shadow spawn pulls up Telovere.
It's an aura of fear bubble around it.
He's staying back a little bit.
I'll say to the Warforged, your friend Mercy sent us looking for you.
Sure. How about another one of those persuasion checks? That's a bit better. It takes a bit. You get a response from Mercy and then friend and then kind of talking it through. The Warforged has been basically locked in a state of terror ever since the day of mourning. And eventually, they are able to confirm that yes, they are who Mercy was looking for, and they had been looking for Mercy on that day, and then everything went wrong. Since then, they've seen lights and colors go by, but had no real understanding. Just recently, they felt an extraordinary pain, as if their body had been electrified. But
Oh no, I will have to find those terrible people that did that to you. How long ago was this?
it could have been any time, and it's sort of a fugue state. But
Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's probably from a couple of years ago. You'll just have feeling delayed reactions.
that's exactly how that works. So I think for this evening, we will draw it to a close there. Congratulations. You have found Mercy's friend and restored them to sanity. You have encountered a pack of warforged that seem to wish to do you harm. And we've acquired some conditions that may be troubling to the party at the moment. We'll give the week till next session to come up with some ideas and bounce some things back and forth as to what the next couple of plans may be. As you're all kind of standing there, maybe feeling a little bit roughed up, only a few dozen feet into this cave complex.
We lost a valiant warrior.
We did. He will be
Our
missed.
heroic Telatar is dead.
There's really no good spot to put Curse of the Evil Eye on your conditions.
No, no. It is a rough one. Thanks everybody for
Okay.
playing. Hope we're having fun. Anything
Okay.
we want to close out on this evening? Announcements, call-outs, in character, or out of character?
Loktar would offer his condolences to Telovere and recommend that he might add those hit point bags down south to his little army there. They would make what is the word?
I mean, I
Fortitudinous
blew
warriors.
one up. I blew one up and caught the other two on fire.
Oh, whoops.
That
They
don't
have-
matter.
They have burned a little bit, but if you just wait a little longer, Fortune will fill in for it.
Yeah, exactly. See.
Wait, what?
Fortune's becoming one of
Plus,
them.
I would very much like to see if I can resurrect a Warforged, because I think this will be a fun experiment to
Oh.
try since they claim to be alive. Let's definitively prove that next time on MythBusters.
Next time on MythBusters, can a Warforged become an undead? I don't know, but let's find out.
Am I playing God? Yes. Do I regret it? No. Will I continue to play God? Absolutely.
Very cool.
Ever since day one.
Amen.
Absolutely. So thanks everybody. We'll be back next week for more game, and we'll catch y'all later. Good night.
Have fun.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Good
Bum,
night.
bum.